Hi guys, I have our off-plan manager from Alban Properties today with me. Hi Sam, how are you?
Hi Natasha, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Finally, I got you to get here. You're always such a busy guy.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you and having this conversation today about
Thank you.
Dubai real estate.
Sam, I wanted to ask you, first, can you introduce us to your company so everyone can know about it?
Yes, I'm the off-plan manager of Alban Properties. We work mainly as an off-plan agency, so that's why I've been working with the major developer a little bit. And what else?
How long has the company been open?
The company has been open for quite a while, but then as officially we started working with it a couple of months ago as a project that started with me and a couple of my friends. So we wanted to manage our kind of business, so be a little bit more free, and we decided to take this company and start to give our best and in order to succeed in the market. You know, it's busy, there's a lot of agents, and you always want to be on the top. So that's what we're trying to do.
There's a lot
now.
of competition also when it comes to real estate. How long have you been working as a broker though?
More than a couple of years now. And of course, when I started, it was very different. The market was different. I started from the secondary market. I've been doing rentals. So you have to understand how it works. You have to learn the basis and everything. So I started in JVC. I remember like kind of 2.5 years ago. And I was doing rentals, and then I switched to sales, and was completely different. Like, the prices were lower, and people were excited because they could get like nice apartments, and the price was still like competitive. So it was even hard. Like, JVC was perceived as an area that you could not make a lot of money because the prices of the transaction on an average, they were very low. And then look at it now, like you could have like for 100,000 a year, you can have a nice 2-bedroom. A couple of years ago, sure. Now it's not even for a 1-bedroom. It's not even fine for a 1-bedroom. Like a good one, it's generally above like 100K a year.
Yeah. Exactly.
So even the price, of course, if you want to buy it now, they skyrocketed to the last couple of years.
They have. I've actually been checking out apartments in JVC and secondary, and the prices are crazy compared to how they were before.
Yeah, and this is it's a good symptom. So the market is growing, and everybody's searching actively, so there is a lot of requests. And I really think that we're not yet now, like we didn't arrive yet at the top of the market. So it's going to keep on growing a little bit more because there is a lot of people moving to Dubai every month, every couple of weeks. I see like, and I'm told from people I know, like, I'm thinking about moving to Dubai. How's it working in Dubai? How is it like everything? So I wanted to ask you as well, like out of curiosity, like I've been a broker. I've never been working for a developer. How's it like working for a developer like side? Is it hard?
It is hard. I think it's just as hard as working as a broker, but it's just two different worlds. So for you have your clients, which are the investors. And then for me, you're my client. So the brokers are my clients.
So
if I lose you, then it's gone. But you won't lose the client. If you don't sell the client with this developer, you can sell them with the next and the next and the next. For me, you're my broker, you're my client. So either you bring your client to me or you don't bring me a client at all.
Okay, so it's a different kind of job, but it has similarities with what I do.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, we all want to we all want to close a deal. We all want to make sales. It's the same concept. It's just like the small details, like who the client actually is.
Okay. And it's also about the brand, right? So you're representing a brand.
Also, of course, yeah.
I can sell whatever I want, like actually. Yes. But you have your projects. You should be proud of it, right? And I mean, and it's easy to be proud, right? When you work for major.
Yes, that's easy. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I've always seen it. Like when you presented the new project, all of you are very enthusiastic about the project, and you're very proud of it, and that's very nice.
That's actually the fun part about selling luxury projects. You feel like you're part of it at some point when you're like
definitely
saying it over and over and over.
Does it spoil you like in a certain way? Like,
I mean, in my case, I'm always spoiled already, so this is just an extra.
Because, for example, I see with myself, like the period I was working on Creek Harbor, I was used to go to those like huge towers, 51st floor, like sell like 3-bedroom apartment, and then you start like getting into it, you get used to it. Okay, yeah, I'm going up, and it's a big apartment. Then you think about yourself, like your own 1 bedroom or stuff.
Yeah,
and
like
you
I
feel
would look nice in this apartment
oh
instead.
yes, I would like to get it for myself as well. And so as you put it as a goal, like I have to succeed because I want to get there.
I want to be the one who's investing, not the one who's selling it.
Exactly. That's very nice.
It's kind of like a goal you set to yourself as long as you can see it.
Yeah, I think this is most important thing to keep in your mind. Have a set goal and go for it.
Exactly. You moved here from Italy, correct?
I moved in from Italy actually. Yeah, directly.
I don't know if you checked out the statistics, but a lot of Italians have been investing lately in
Yeah, I know.
Is there an issue with the realty market in Italy, or is like how is it compared like Italy to
I'd say it's way slower, first of all, because it's Europe, right? So and it's a Mediterranean country, so people are quite like laid back and relaxed. So they don't used to take a decision in a couple of weeks, like here, like here in Dubai, it might be a matter of like 10 minutes. You're searching for your unit, you're ready for the down payment, and someone else takes it. So you get it stolen, and it's a tragedy. I was with a client of mine, it happened many times. And we were there, like he was, okay, I'm paying for it. And the agent says like, no, it's sold out, sorry.
Yeah.
And you can see their faces like,
I actually had a client crying in the office here.
It's crazy. Like,
the client in the meeting room next to us booked the unit that she
and you
wanted.
feel
like,
bad for them, but at the same time, like I told you, right? But Italian market is very easy. It's not easy. I'd say it's slow. Like because people they want to take their own time to decide, and then of course, as you know, like the difference between a modern country and a modern architecture like the UAE compared to the more traditional architecture like Italy, there is old building that need maintenance, or there is specific areas in some cities that can be super expensive. And as the situation now is in Europe, like it's hard then to have actual money to purchase a nice property in Italy.
Okay.
So I'd say a lot of Italians now are understanding that in Dubai you can get a nice apartment for way less money that you could spend for a nice one in Italy.
Really?
For example, if you search something in the center of Milan,
okay,
if you want like a small apartment but well located, you're gonna pay millions. With the same amount of millions of euros in Dubai, you get you something like extraordinary,
really luxurious.
Like
okay,
beachfront, huge balcony, maybe a private pool on the balcony as well. In Italy, of course, you don't have private pools on the balcony.
Yeah, obviously.
It's the standard from the architecture. So even in some areas like in center of Rome or Milan or even like the normal cities, you cannot build skyscrapers inside the city center because you have to keep like the history. So
yeah, of course.
Whereas here, like there is towers coming up
you
everywhere.
You just see 1, 2, 3, just
exactly.
building up like stocks.
So and then of course, what an important thing is. Europe itself, but Italy, as an Italian, has a lot of taxes. So whenever you buy, you have to pay taxes. Whenever you get a rent, you have to pay taxes on it. And, it's a vicious circle that at the end of the year, at the end of the investment, it makes you lose like a 23, 24, 25% of what the honest potential that has. Whereas here in Dubai, the fact is it's tax-free, very easy transaction, a lot less bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is killing Italy, and it's too slow, it's too heavy, and people they lose interest in doing things because it takes too much time, and then they lose the interest because they see the difficulties, and sometimes they think okay, but if it's that difficult, if I have to pay so many taxes, I'd rather keep my money in the bank account, and then maybe I'll see in the future. That's why actually Italy is one of is pictured as one of the country where people have more money in their bank account saved because they don't invest. They keep the money in the bank account doing nothing, sitting there.
Rather than getting taxed for it.
Exactly. What I do with my clients or what I do with the people that come in contact with me, first things I tell them like it's your money has to produce money for yourself. If you let them sit in a bank account, they're going to eventually decrease because of inflation.
True.
So invest it, like make money out of your money. That's why I really enjoy like bringing Italian and I'm working with Italians in Dubai. That what I do most. I work with Italian people, either that live in Dubai or live in Italy, and I introduce them to the real estate world here, because I think compared to the Italian market, there is way more possibility here, and the easiness of how you can like complete a transaction, there is no comparison at all. Like it's
Yeah, I've
100
realized that
times.
for myself as
I would never choose Italy on Dubai for an investment. Like always Dubai, 100%.
I think Dubai has reached to a point where anywhere in the world, Dubai is always number one when it comes for investment. Again, you go back to the tax-free, you go back to the safety of the country, you go back to like how everything is regulated and it's strict and everything is easy. Like it may be relatively more expensive, but you get a lot of benefits on the side as well.
Yeah, expensive is relative because as you were telling, because I think when you get some services,
Yes.
expensive, expensive. It's not an absolute; it's a relative. So depending on what you get, something might be expensive or not, even if the price is high. So, and I feel like in Dubai, given like the services that you get, the quality of life, it's not that expensive.
It's worth paying for.
I think if you're gonna buy yourself something in a very nice area with all the commodities and stuff in New York City, you're gonna pay 5-6 times more than you pay in Dubai. And then I'm not speaking about like the hyper luxury project that cost you 100,000 millions
Of
here,
course.
but because those are something unique and stuff. I'm speaking about the general pricing and the general building of Dubai. You get a good quality and a very, very, very nice quality of living on the everyday life that matches the price. And I think there is also margin to increase a little bit more. People don't understand it sometimes. They tell prices in Dubai have been growing so much. Now it's becoming so much expensive. I feel that a place like this that's growing so rapidly and it's bringing on a lot of like easy in the everyday life, and if having a gym, a pool, and a sauna in the building everywhere is a life changer. Like you get back from work, you can relax, you can go to the gym, you can have a sauna after that, then you go back to your apartment and you're relaxed.
Yeah.
And this is something that we don't take in consideration when we speak about the prices.
Yeah, people look at numbers first, and then it takes them a minute to.
They see 1 million and they think, okay, it's 1 million. Yes, but what are you gonna get for 1 million?
You're gonna get this and that and that and that. It just takes them a minute.
And where are you gonna get this? Because here we are like 6 hours from most of the places in the world. 6 hours you go to Europe, 6 hours, 8 hours you go to all Asia. A little bit more maybe if you want to travel like to Australia or that countries, but we know that they are far from everywhere. So it's normal like to feel, okay, it's going to take me like 12 hours to go to Australia. It's fine. But if you think about it, like it's a lot of nice places like Europe, Russia in the north, then you have India, then very close you have all the Middle East. There is a lot of nice places as well. And then you have the eastern part of Asia with China, Japan, and Korea. They're all like quite close to it. So being in the center of the world, I think it's valuable.
This is good for people living here when they want to go for vacations, and this is good for investors because they know everyone's going to come here.
Exactly. This is why I think Dubai has been so much considered from everywhere in the last few years, because people are coming from all over the world actually, like to buy in Dubai. Why? Because it's easy. Wherever you are, 6 hours you can come here.
Yeah, it's easy access. It's easy access in
and easy to understand.
Yes.
There is rules, of course, but there are not too many and that are easy to respect. It's very easy to respect the rules here, right?
Like we're offering you, like the government's offering us everything. All they're asking us is just not to, go out of line.
Yeah, and it's like just a couple of rules, so it's not that hard, right? You can easily get into the Dubai lives and respect without any problem.
Yeah, of course.
It's growing and it's becoming more and more open to all the cultures that are coming here. I think it's another plus of Dubai it's becoming a real melting pot.
Yes.
Like a couple of years ago, you would see less differences in the nationalities living here.
Yes.
But now, especially in the last year, I've seen people from literally all over the world. Like
Countries I've never heard of, honestly.
exactly, like I mean, I would never think I would meet people from like from some countries in Dubai or like out of their own country.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself in a party or like out with friends, and you meet people like from places you could even like you.
Never
Where is it?
imagined.
Like, where's the
Exactly.
place? And this is, I think
The
it's lovely.
diversity. It's the
Yeah,
diversity.
it's
It's
lovely
very
because
nice.
as a foreigner here, and I can feel it. Like the living in Dubai is easy because people. I mean, Emirati people are very welcoming,
Yes.
and then the fact there is a lot of people from all over the world, it makes you feel okay. Like I'm starting on the same level as everybody else, and everybody's willing to integrate and to work and to make this place better.
elevate, yeah.
And I think this is one of the other things on top of everything that makes Dubai so attractive. Because when people come here, even my friends, my family, when they came here to visit, they told me they were impressed, like, because they've seen all happy people around, everybody's respecting, they're cheerful, like, you don't see people like arguing on the street and stuff.
No,
and
of course
everybody's
not.
like relaxed, and there's this happiness around.
It's a happy country. They
Yes.
don't open like doors for you to be mad and like
And everybody's like has their own goals, like they fight for those goals. And this is nice, it's inspiring. Like, in the everyday life, you wake up in the morning and you see like, okay, my neighbor is going to work, my other neighbor, they're all happy, they're all focused. I have to be focused as well.
Yes.
I wanna follow my goals and like reach those goals to set new ones.
the environment gives you like a nice encouragement. Just the environment alone.
It's beautiful, right? But it's not all about Dubai. And I feel like now even like the rest of the UAE is developing a lot as well. And
Yeah. You've been focusing on Marjan Island lately.
I've been because I noticed, like the shift of the focus point with this new casino opening.
Yeah.
It's a huge opportunity, and I've seen like Ras Al Khaimah. It has been like quite a nice destination for staycation.
Yeah.
Exactly. For a couple of years already now, it has been booming and growing, and there is a lot of people. I know like friends that tell me like, what you do in the weekend? We're like, oh, we're gonna go for a rack a couple of days. And now with all this big development happening in Marjan Island, I think it's wow. Like when I saw the project of the island and then the casino, I was like shocked, like to say, wow, is this happening here for real? Like, do we have like such an opportunity of becoming like even more attractive, like as a place?
And they like cornered it, like they put it like this one island, they put it like in the corner on its own so it can have its own highlight. It's so nice, and it's just a replica of
They
like
were
a mix
very
of,
smart
yeah.
with it, yeah.
Even the CEO of the Win himself, he just released like a small podcast just a few days ago.
Check it out.
I will send it to you. It's very nice. And he was talking about like, it's not just about like, it's all strategic. It's not just about the location. It's like the location and like what's it gonna bring. And like everything is so strategic. It's very nice.
They have been smart.
Yeah.
Both of them.
And they were very smart to put like selective brands on the island itself. So like, for example, Schwai is coming onto the island. You have like Tonio Lamborghini, you have the Aston Martin, you have like big brands on the island. You have Nikki Beach. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's gonna be just like this very fancy island. Like if you want in, you know what to do.
And actually, like when I saw your project and having the first like beach on the rooftop of a building, I was like, wow.
That's the whole point of the island.
First sky beach in the world. How did you react? Like when you saw it, like when you got it unveiled inside the company, what was your impression?
When they first said Sky Roof Beach in the world, I was like, okay. Like I was just hearing about it. And then when I reached the company and then they showed me the mock-up, they showed me the renders, and then we spoke with the project manager and like with the engineering department, and I was like, oh, this is real. And I was like, I have like a background of when it comes to construction. So like, I was like, okay, but how are you going to make this work?
Yeah.
Like the heaviness of the rooftop, and then you have the building, and then it's on an island, and then they walked us through all the details, and I was like, okay, that works.
That works.
That works, and this is gonna be amazing because first of all, it's gonna be the first in the world, and then again, you're on a luxurious island, so people paying. I'm not gonna like imagine what numbers are coming, but if they're paying at least what they're paying on the hotels today in Iraq, at least let them have something fancy or something special or something exclusive. So which led to us having over 35 amenities, which led to us having a 5-star restaurant, which led us to having this fancy bar, which led us to having the first sky roof beach in the world. Like, okay, you have private beaches on the island.
Yeah.
But how about we take a step ahead and give them something even more exclusive?
You wake up in the morning, just take the elevator, go to the rooftop.
Exactly.
You have beach with a sea, like with a sea view.
Exactly.
It's
You're
crazy.
on the
It's like-
beach with a sea view. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And all like in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I mean, I remember the first time I came into the Major's office, like, and I saw the mock-up, I was like, wow. I was not expecting like something like that, like eye-catching at first, you know, like you see pool on the ground floor, pool on the rooftop,
and then
all
you have
these
a couple
pool, like
ones
going
in
around the
yeah.
building, and it's like, and then the manta ray stuff, you know, I love it. Like you took the shape and you put also the tank, like the aquarium, with the manta ray fish.
Very emotional project. Like the guy was like, you know, I like the fish. Let me dedicate the whole building for the fish. You know,
it's very very nice. You know, you need to bring innovation to the architecture because
of course,
it's hard. Like with the number of building happening in the UAE, it's always hard to get something new as a shape or as a concept. And I feel it was really great. But I wanted to ask you. Of course, I'm Italian, so I heard about, like, you know, I was there when Francesco Totti was unveiled as an official partner with Major. Yeah, how was the moment? Like, how did you see like the partnership growing, and what do you think it can, like? What do you think Francesco chose like a project like yours? Because how to say, like. To partnership with, because
so the thing is that again, this is a very emotional project, and as we know, Francesco, he's a very loyal person. So when we met Francesco and he met us, and then he saw that we're both on the same page when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to commitment and vision for the future, so I think that all clicked together, which is how he ended up being our brand advisor. So nice. That's good. Now him coming to Major, now that's a story on its own. So it was supposed to be like a little secret thing. We picked him up from the airport. He was supposed to come to the office, sign, and then a week later we're gonna do the whole party and the announcement. The one that you came for in Dubai Opera.
I remember.
So that was supposed to be the plan. But knowing that social media is a big, I mean, it's good and bad at the same time. So information got leaked. People saw him getting into Major developers' van, you know, like we had the special car for him. And then, you know, people directly look up Major, and then they followed him around. They found out which hotel he was in. They found out that he was coming to the office. And all of a sudden you find like over 100 people in the office. Yeah. Like, where did these people come from? Wow. Like, nobody was supposed to know about it. And then, boom, you have Francesco Totti in the office.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a superstar.
And at the same time, like, we were getting calls, and like phase 2 that we hadn't released at the time was already like 70% sold out. Yeah. Before even releasing it. So that's the benefit we got from Francesco Totti being our brand advisor. Like, he brought in a lot of Italian people as well. Whether it be Italian investors or even famous Italian people, I cannot name at the moment, but like famous Italian people coming in. So
even some of my clients, when they heard about it, like they were already convinced on Major, but when they heard about it, they'd say, okay,
Francesco Totti is not going to ruin his reputation. Of course not.
They told me, okay, we're gonna go for it now.
Yeah, of course.
I took my decision. What about the future? Like, can you tell me about, like, are you gonna release some more projects? Because I can't wait to work more with you, with Major.
I can give you a little information. We will be releasing another project in a few months. Okay. Very, very near future, but it will also be in Iraq because, I mean, you're a broker yourself, you're an agent yourself. You see the market. Yeah. You know that Iraq is the next hot point at the moment. Definitely. So you're done with the island. All the investors are there. It's all for tourism, and then you need outside of
Yes, of
Marjan,
course.
you know, for the employees, for long stays and all these stuff.
Yes.
So that's why we're focusing on rack at the moment. But we do have a pipeline,
Okay.
probably
Fantastic.
100% Dubai.
I can't wait to see what's coming.
You'll be seeing a lot of projects. We'll be selling a lot soon together.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me today.
Yes, and thank you for
It was
coming.
really a pleasure.
Yes.
And I hope to have something, a new podcast maybe doing so. Like,
Hopefully
let's see.
soon we'll fix something.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.